Hey YouTube, just sitting in my living room here, watching some old Webovision clips, and I just found a great one with the incredible and legendary Norm Macdonald. Norm used to come up here and do Webovision on a regular basis, but I just found a show from 2007 where we sat down together for the very first time, and I think you're going to love it. Check it out. It is 8 o'clock in Los Angeles. We have Norm Macdonald here. You're watching Tom Green Live. Paying us anything. Yeah, right. We can show it. This is really exciting for me. I'm really excited to have you here.
I like that even though it's in your house, the chair is still higher. Even though
well, yeah, no, I know we can get you a pillow. Not many people notice that.
I thought it was supposed to break the form of traditional, and yet now I'm looking up at you.
Yeah, I know. You know, the last person to notice that was Ed McMahon. He nailed me about that right away. And Eric Estrada nailed me about it too. Yeah, this is cool. You know, we grew up. Norm and I grew up about a few blocks away from each other without knowing it.
I know, it's amazing.
You grew up on Jasper. You could probably Google Earth it right now in Gloucester. And I grew up on Monson, just a few blocks away. Did you go to Gloucester High School?
Yeah, I went to Gloucester High.
I went to Colonel By High School.
I know, Colonel By was the good one. I mean, I don't know if it was good, but...
So look, there are people are going to be flipping out on me because I just start rambling. But the thing is we can actually click on a button here. See? Yeah. This is the new Skype feature. We can click on a button here, and now we're talking live to a kid in New York City.
Wow.
Full screen. See, this is the show.
There's the kid.
But then watch it. They can actually cut to it. There's Max Miller.
Hey.
Hey, Max, you're on the show now with Norm Macdonald. This is new technology. Where are you, Max?
Right now I'm in New York City.
New York City. Do you have a question for Norm? See, isn't it cool, right?
That's amazing.
Yeah, I have a question. I read online that you dropped out of high school, and in the past few weeks I've been kind of really wanting to drop out because I want to be a musician, and I think it could be like I could greatly further my career as it. So I was wondering if you had any like regrets or anything.
Is that true? Did you?
Yeah, yeah. You know, I would say that I think it's kind of useless to go to school. You know.
Really?
Yeah, because it seems to me like most people. You know, they're men already or women, and they're still living at home. And you know, college, they're 20. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if you leave when you're 14, 15, whatever, when you're a man, you know, you learn a lot more, have a lot more fun.
Just quit school.
And especially if you want to be a musician, or you want to be, you know what I mean?
So you hear this, Max?
I hear it.
You might just want to just quit entirely and just go do it.
Because also, you know, people go, oh, you gotta like, if you want to have something to fall back on, you have to tell, you know, you have to be able to tell people you have a degree or a high school degree or college, but you can just tell them that.
Yeah.
You don't have to go.
No one ever does a background check.
Yeah.
It never happens.
No one would ever suspect that you didn't graduate a high school.
Yeah.
I don't know how this guy knows I did.
I know, it's all over the internet apparently. Wow, okay, good. So there you go.
What do you play? What kind of music?
I play like rock music, like I play guitar and then put drum beats in the background.
You could be like that Japanese kid on YouTube.
Yeah.
Grab your guitar, Max. Go grab your guitar. Look, we can also take phone calls too. Look at this.
1 second.
Hello, you're on the air with Norm Macdonald.
Hi, Tom. How's it going?
Good. Where are you calling from?
Kentucky.
Good. Max is going to get his guitar now.
Oh, yeah.
And you're calling from Kentucky. Do you have a question for Norm, Kentucky?
Well, I kind of wanted your advice.
You drop out, man.
Drop out.
Well, I got suspended from school today for mooning my bus driver.
You got what?
What you got suspended for school for what?
Mooning my bus driver.
I can't hear you.
Well, because he's playing the guitar.
Oh yeah, Max.
You hang up on that guy.
Max, I'm gonna hang up on you. Play something real quick, okay?
Okay.
All right.
I'm on Tom Green Live. Hooray!
All right, cool. Awesome.
Oh, that kid's got to get back in school.
I
fast.
know, Max. I talk to Max every day on here. I go on here. Max is there.
guy-
He gets it. It's funny to hang up on him. He knows it's funny to hang up in the middle of a song.
He needs post-secondary education. that
Yeah,
kid.
he's dropping out of school now
No,
because
he shouldn't. After I heard he needs postgraduate work. Something. No.
So wait,
was that good? Is this my Coke or yours?
that's your Coke, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Wait, you live in Los Angeles here?
Yeah, we met just recently at the Byron Allen
Yeah,
show.
that was fun.
It was fun. Right?
Yeah, it was kind of weird. I kept getting up and walking around in the
You know
audience.
this show, Howard?
Yeah, did you?
Well, you know, it's interesting because it's called Comics Unleashed, but they're all kind of pretty you were actually kind of unleashed.
I was just kind of walking around and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because the idea of the show is like they have 4 comics and then they just do their act.
Yeah, it was kind of an odd moment because I wasn't actually.
Yeah, and Byron Allen.
I hope they weren't mad at me. Were they mad at me or?
Yeah, somebody was mad at you.
Really?
Well, mad at that the whole thing was. But I thought that was the idea of the show, that all hell was to break.
Yeah.
It's called Unleashed.
I actually had the mug here last night. I was drinking out of the Comics Unleashed mug last night. Yeah, they got
But
nice
it's very
mugs.
funny, because Byron Allen he has no segues at all when he's asking you questions, because he has 4 guys, they're all doing their act. And then he was asking me for jokes. I couldn't remember any jokes from my act or anything.
So
When I'm interviewed, it's hard. It's hard for me just to do a joke,
Yeah. Well, it's a fun show, though. It is fun to do it.
Well,
We'll never be asked back
No,
after this.
I didn't have fun. I was trying to.
Do you feel you want to like you get caged in an environment like that? Like on SNL, you would sort of break the, I mean, you got in trouble on that.
I don't.
guess,
Well,
didn't you?
I don't want to hear some guy telling me a joke like the other comics. I don't want to hear their jokes.
Right. We can say anything we want on here.
Yeah.
We don't have to tell jokes.
I know.
We can cuss.
You can swear. I don't have to now. I have to try to swear.
I try not to swear though.
That's
try
smart.
not to.
That's smart. You got to censor yourself.
Yeah.
You know what Bob Dylan said? I'm trying to think of what he said. He said a lot of things.
Yeah, he said a lot of stuff.
No, he said that
He's always rambling on
if
about
a
something.
man lives without the law, he must be honest.
Uh-huh.
In other words, he has to make up his own rules.
Right.
He can't just be chaos with
Exactly. It's like we're here on the internet, floating in a sea of smut.
That's right.
We could pretty well do or say anything we wanted to do. It's almost nice to be sensible and just talk to some kids out there, and we maybe
See,
can
I'm
slip
not
in.
as
We can
savvy
slip
with the
in some crazy shit at some
I'm
point.
not as
See,
savvy as the computer
I
as you are.
Yeah,
But
no,
I get emails.
This
I'm
is-
telling you this. Is this standard with emails? Every 3rd email, I don't get emails from people I know, but every 3rd email is like a junk mail thing about how I should have a bigger cock. And I don't know if I got on at first I was like, did I get on a mailing list? Like, maybe my doctor saw my measly cock?
Right.
What I mean? But I think I have maybe my cock's not crazy big.
Right.
It's not,
No.
But I don't think
I don't know.
it requires surgery. Like,
Right.
You know what I mean? But at first I was like, holy shit, people are.
It's true, it is the-
People are actually bidding. There's different guys. They want my,
It's a
Cock
huge
length.
growth industry of some.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I get
Is that a
those.
joke?
No, I don't know. It's not. I didn't mean it to be a joke.
Okay, no.
Yeah. No, I mean, you do. It would
Now,
have
you
been
ever
a
do-
pun.
this
That
is-
would have been a pun.
I know, a pun. That's funny though. But you ever have in stand-up, you get that. The audience is so dirty-minded that they don't. You're just saying something. You go, "Hey, yesterday I came." You're like, what? I didn't mean come, like ejaculate.
Yeah.
You're the filthy
They're just-
pigs that thought that. and
Just
you're-
waiting for it,
Yeah, that's their dirty, filthy minds.
craving it.
Yeah.
They're craving.
Hey, did you see the
filth out
Did
there.
you see the Kramer thing?
Oh, I did see that. We could look at that right now if we wanted to, but we don't have to
Makes
look
me
at that.
laugh.
Yeah. Does that make you laugh when you see that? You've
The whole thing makes me laugh because
You've done stand-up.
I know Michael Richards.
You do? Okay.
And he's no racist. He's not a racist. And when you say something like that crazy, it can only be a joke. You know what I mean? He was out of his head element. He didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
But there's no way that a guy who's racist screams it at the top of his lungs. You know what I mean?
Well, certainly, I don't think he was anticipating the fact that a cell phone could have been putting
No.
this onto CNN as he was saying it.
No,
I think he was
right.
thinking,
He wouldn't do it on the Craig Ferguson show.
right. Maybe on here, though. We could maybe to get him on here to recreate that rant. I don't know. Up here in front of the brick wall.
When these shows come along, when these new shows come along, do you think maybe I, Tom Green, should be the host rather than a 60-year-old Scotsman?
I mean, I would have enjoyed to give it a shot. Yeah, but you know, he seems like he's a pretty funny guy, though.
He's great. I'm just saying. Yeah. Did you guest host?
I did not. No, I did not.
And at the time, did you go? I should be guest hosting this. They've got 20-year-old kids from TRL.
Yeah, I was asked to guest host it. Yeah, I was actually.
Is that the party line?
Well, they make you sign all this stuff, and I was working and continuing to work at another show. So over at
the MTV show.
No, I don't. We don't want to talk about this.
I like that MTV show.
Yeah.
I like this show.
Yeah.
You get a lot of this, people looking around?
Yeah, no, I mean, sometimes it's fun to just sit here and, you know, relax. You know, we've got a whole hour.
I like it because anything could happen, but nothing could happen.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's fun to just kind of take it easy, you know, and let it breathe a little bit. Let's take another call. Look, let's try this here. Look, Alex.
From George.
Where's he from? Norm. Dave from Ontario wants to know.
Oh, that's where we're from.
We're from Ontario. Let's see if this works.
Look at the question.
Look at that. Are you on? There we go. There's Dave from Ontario on with Norm Macdonald. Wow, look how excited he looks to be on with Norm Macdonald.
Guys, I've been waiting all night. I'm sitting here and I'm eating. Sorry, is there an echo? I'm sorry. I just like to. It's funny to see myself.
Yeah,
It's
just
almost
look
like I
in
have like a big nose.
look in the camera. Stop looking at yourself. Yeah, now it's like we're on the CNN. Look at the camera and ask Norm a question.
I love it.
Okay, I heard a lot of rumors about like Saturday Night Live and what happened and why you quit the show or why you weren't on the show anymore. I just want to know, like, was it because they were writing you crappy jokes or what was going on?
What happened there?
No, they just, you know, as happens in show business, you get fired sometimes. It's funny we're on the World Wide Web and it's four guys from Ottawa.
I totally missed the answer because my computer was lagging there.
We could just meet over by the canal.
Some guy from Ottawa calling up asking you uncomfortable questions, you know? I mean, you know, you have to go right
I don't mean to make you uncomfortable. I just wanted to know.
Look in the camera, Dave. Look in the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna let Dave go. Stirring up trouble on the internet. Well, what happened there? I mean, that was, I remember, because did you enjoy doing Weekend Update?
Yeah, I loved that, because it was the closest thing to like doing stand-up where you could, and I had complete control.
How fun must have that been?
Yeah, that was the funnest, because you got, you know, I'll tell you, man, there's two shows, and now there's this one, but there's two shows where you can bomb on the shows. This is what I've been on, right? One is the old Letterman show, the 12:30 show. You can go on and do stand-up. You could bomb. They didn't tell the audience to laugh. You know?
Right.
It's not all juiced up. And then the fucking Saturday Night Live, they don't tell the audience. So you can bomb like crazy. And then when I did sitcoms, it's like the fucking exact opposite.
Right.
They laugh at any fucking thing. Like I remember I'd be in the writer's room, I go, we can't do this shit. This is the hackiest fucking shit. And they go, no, man, it's good. And I go, it's not fucking good, I'll tell you that, you know. And they go, no, it's good.
So they lose complete
and
perspective?
I go, I bet you anything, this fucking bombs. Of course, it kills, you know.
Because the audience is just going to laugh at anything.
Yeah, because they have a warm-up guy. A guy comes out and he's out in a unicycle juggling.
Fire juggler.
And he's way funnier than the show, you know.
Right.
Like people are actually like upset when they go back to the show, you know.
I know exactly what you're saying. I mean, I found it hard to kind of, you know, sometimes convert kind of the ridiculous energy, and when you get the big budget comes in, it's hard to kind of get through all of that.
Yeah.
That's why it's kind of fun to just have this thing in the living room here.
It's nice without an audience.
Yeah.
It reminds me of like the Tomorrow Show.
Yeah, it's kind of like, you remember Tom Snyder?
Do you remember that when you were a kid, like watching Tom Snyder super late at night?
Well, you know, I watched it when he came back.
Oh, yeah,
when he came back, remember he was on after Letterman, right when Letterman went to CBS?
Yeah, Letterman gave him his spot he took from him.
Yeah. That's when I used to watch that all the time.
Yeah.
I remember when you did Letterman the first time, because I was doing amateur night at Yuck Yucks in Ottawa, and I remember when you went to do
I was still in
Letterman, and then you went to write for Roseanne. I remember that. And
do you?
Oh, totally, yeah.
That's what's cool about Canada is everybody knows everybody, what they're up to. And
well, I was like 15 at Yuck Yucks.
Yeah. No, I remember you at Yuck Yucks once.
Because
I remember seeing you at You probably don't remember this, but I saw you. You were going on Regis and Kathy Lee. I saw you in New York City.
Yeah. That was later, yeah. What was that like going and working on Roseanne? Was that fun?
You know, I don't like fucking sitcoms, but it was all right.
You just don't like
I like
them?
old timey, you know.
But you've done a couple of
I like the
sitcoms. You don't like
Honeymooners.
You don't like them?
No, because it all seems like. Do you know anyone watch a sitcom?
I
of our
personally,
age?
well, no, I personally find them a little bit.
It seems corny. It seems like an old timey thing from a. You know, it doesn't seem real.
Yeah.
At all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's kind of like the art of telling a joke is different on there.
Yeah.
Hey, let's take a call here from.
But I like the old timey ones.
Yeah, like the Honeymooners
I could watch that all day. Yeah.
and Lucy and. Yeah.
I'll listen.
No? Who are your favorite comedians who cracks you up?
Like nowadays?
Yeah, now.
I like Brian Regan. You should get him on that show. You ever see that guy? Just a stand-up, but he's really funny. You know him, right?
Hello, you're on the air with Norm Macdonald. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Harrison, Arkansas. Woo!
Cool. You have a question for Norm?
Yeah, well, I just last night or a couple nights ago, I was browsing through YouTube, right? And it was like 5:30 in the morning, and I was just laughing my fucking ass off at all this. I'm sorry. Well, I guess I can cuss. Laughing my ass off at all those Norm clips, man. I don't know if he knows, but there is all kinds of hilarious shit. All the talk show spots he did. I just wanted to tell him that when he was on The View, I thought that was the funniest shit he ever did, man. I don't know what it was. Talking about what he talked about was...
What happened now? What were you talking about on The View? Did you get kicked off The View or something?
I did a weird thing on The View, yeah. I don't know. Do you want me to tell you the story?
Yeah.
All right. There was I was at this point in my life all the time gambling. That's all I was doing, you know. For some reason, I was obsessed with that. So anyways, I think I was doing a sitcom or something. And so they said, oh, you got to go on The View, you know. So, you know, you've been pre-interviewed and stuff. That's what's cool about this show. There's no pre-interview.
Yeah.
But you've been pre-interviewed. So, you know, with like Letterman, you know, they know comedy and stuff like that. But on some of these other shows. So anyways, this guy's pre-interviewing me, the producer of The View, right? This old man. And he's like, listen, man. He's like.
He was an old guy?
Yeah, and he's like, what are you going to do? And I go, I don't know. I'll think of a story. I was doing, you know, I was in this long poker binge, you know. I go, I'll think
You'd
of
been
something.
playing a lot of poker?
Yeah.
Where? Do you go to Vegas to do that?
No, I play here in L.A.
Okay.
At
Hollywood
this
Park
house,
or?
Hollywood Park.
Yeah,
in
okay.
Commerce. So I said, I can think of something. I can handle it, you know. Because for like Letterman or somebody like that, it's real hard. You have to be really on the top of your game, as you know.
Right, yeah.
Because he's real funny. But The View, it's not that tough, you know, to keep up with.
Right, sure.
Star Jones or whatever, whoever they are. So
Barbara Walters there, though.
Yeah,
She's tough to keep up with, right? I don't know what that means.
So I'm like, I'll be fine. That's what I kept telling the guy. So the guy's like, but that's their job, you know. So this guy would always have ideas. He would phone me with ideas. He'd go,
This goes on for weeks before the appearance, right?
Weeks.
It's almost like it becomes like work.
It is. Talking to that guy is harder than talking to the host, you know?
Yeah.
And he's excited, and it's his job, so I don't want to... So he'd be like, what if you came out in a red wig? I'm like, what the fuck? Why would I do that, right? He's like, the gals have been teasing Barbara about, you know, tinging her hair. I'm like, no, but then it'll look like my idea, and then I got a red wig on, and, you know.
Right,
I have
yeah.
to take
You
it
don't
off.
want to take part in their
So,
silliness.
Just over and over, you know, every time. And he goes, well, do you have anything? I go, no, I can't think, but I'll think of something, you know. So he says, anyways, one of the ones he phones me, he goes, I'll tell you what you do, man. He goes, you come out. He goes, you're talking to the gals, and all of a sudden, your cell phone rings, right? He goes, it's in the middle of the show. Like, he's really excited, right? He goes, you answer the cell phone. You go, excuse me, ladies. He goes, we're not going to tell them about it. And the cell phone rings. He goes, excuse me, ladies. It's your agent, Morty. You know, he had this name.
Right. Yeah.
He goes, so you're like, Morty, you can't call me here. I'm on The View. You know, I'm on TV.
Right.
What do you mean you have an offer for me? You know, and I had this crazy Jewish accent in the story. You know, what do you mean? I can't do it. I'm on The View. So I'm like, yeah. I didn't want to, you know, you don't want to hurt people's feelings, you know. So I'm like, no, that one's, yeah, it sounds pretty good, but maybe I'll think of something else, you know.
Right.
He was so excited.
Yeah.
So anyways, this is getting to be a long story.
No, it's fine. You know, we can actually stay on the air as long as we want.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So I get that. So anyways, I'm really late, right? Because I had a big hand at this poker game.
Right.
So
You show up right before you gotta go on the air.
Show up. So I'm going. I go. I got the story about Bill Cosby. I'll do that. I know how to do that story. I did it before on Letterman, and it'll be fine. So I go in. And I tell the guy, listen, man, I do this story about Letterman. So I walk out. Now unbeknownst to me, as I was walking out, this guy had muttered something. I hadn't slept for like 3 days. And it's just the phone call, So I go, oh, yeah. I didn't know what he was talking about, but he had slipped like a cell phone. He put a cell phone in my pocket.
Oh.
So anyways, I got out there, and then...
He'd slipped a cell phone in your pocket.
Yeah, thinking I was in for this gag, right?
And it's all set to ring.
I forgot.
You forgot about it.
I forgot about it.
Okay. Yeah.
So this is what had happened to me a month previously. This was whenever the first election was, the Bush...
Right.
Bush against...
Gore.
Al Gore,
Yeah.
the first time, right? I know nothing about politics, And so... But
This is right after the election?
This is before the election.
Okay.
Before the first election. So what happened was I got a call from this guy, Ben Stein. You know that guy?
Sure, yeah.
So he said, how'd you like to meet George Bush? He's running for president, So I go, holy fuck, that would be cool, Meet a guy running for president. Maybe later he'll become president, and I'll be his buddy, because this is how naive I was, because I knew him like 2 months before he became president.
Right.
So in Hollywood, obviously very liberal, right? So so Gore showed up, and it was like Barbara Streisand and every giant star in Hollywood, right? So when Bush plane came down, literally it was me and Ben Stein. We were the celebrities.
Right.
So it was really lame. And then when George Bush came out with his wife, he said to her, "See, I told you he'd come," about me.
Right.
They were expecting maybe it would just be Ben Stein. They were really happy that two celebrities showed up.
Sure.
And real peripheral celebrities. So, but it was cool because everyone hates George Bush and stuff. So I got to go on his airplane and talk to him. I talked to the guy for an hour.
Got to hang out with him.
Well, yeah. So it was really cool. I don't know anything about politics, but it's cool to meet the guy that's might be the president.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
what did you talk to Bush about on his plane?
I talked to him about I don't know shit about politics, but he didn't know much either.
He hadn't really been elected yet.
No, he hadn't been elected and everything. And I told him some jokes. And he sometimes he'd go like, "There's mics" or something like that.
Yeah.
It's not a very interesting story.
Right. That's cool.
But see, it's a mini.
This guy's been just sitting here listening to the whole story.
That's why
we haven't even introduced ourselves to him yet. What's your name?
My name is Dagan.
Where are you?
I'm just outside Montreal.
Montreal.
It's called Gunwaga.
Okay, hold on a second. Okay, so you're about to walk out.
Yeah, so I go on The View, right?
Yeah.
And I'm supposed to I said, I'll talk about the Bill Cosby story, So anyways, the lady from The View goes, take a look at this picture. And show a picture of me standing beside presidential nominee George Bush. And then they're like...
You're on The View now.
Yeah, I'm on The View. And they're like, what's going on here? That's what the lady says to me, one of the ladies, right? Right? And it's just a picture of me with a guy running for the president. But the way they said it, it was like that picture of Kurt Waldheim with Hitler in the fucking woods, right? I'm like, I don't know. Like, what's wrong with this, right? So just to be crazy, kind of and just because they kind of got under my skin, I don't know nothing about politics or nothing. I said, well, it's better than that guy that's in there now. That guy murdered a guy, Bill Clinton, right?
Right.
And then they're like, what? And I go, they go, what? So I go, he murdered a guy, remember? Some guy killed him because I remember somebody died.
Right, sure, yeah. Someone who had committed suicide. Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
And I heard a crazy conspiracy thing that they killed him.
So you just start, yeah.
I'm like, he killed, don't you remember that? But I'm acting like everybody knows it. I'm just acting like a retard. And then Barbara Walter goes, you're walking a pretty thin line, mister. And I'm like, I thought it was a matter of public record. Barbara, you're a newswoman. Back me up, It kept going on, and it was like, fucking, and I remember she kept going like, "You're one piece of work, mister." Like getting really.
Really,
like,
really taking you seriously, yeah. Not remembering
that
the jokes on Weekend Update were.
So I just did it to be like stupid. And then, so there's just like, you know, the audience like confused, you know, and the ladies are all angry. All of a sudden, I hear like coming out of the thing, like cling, ding, like it's a fucking fire alarm or something. What the fuck is that? And then I remember it's my phone, you know, cell phone, this joke.
Oh, yeah.
The producer backstage saw that everything was going to hell and decided to fix it, you know. So like I go, oh, yeah, I go, Marty, man, this is a bad time to call because all the ladies hate me now and stuff like that, you know. And Barbara Walters goes, what the hell are you doing? Like, she just...
Right.
I go, I know I'm a little scared. I go, I don't know. The guy backstage, he told me that it would be funny if I pretended my agent Morty called. And then there was like about 5 seconds of silence. And Barbara Walters said, we'll be right back. And then she gave me the boot.
That is on YouTube right now? That's on YouTube right now, apparently, Bill. Yeah. Have you queued it up?
No, I don't have it.
Oh, you don't have it? We should try to find that. Oh, my, that's uncomfortable, huh? Have you been asked back?
No.
No?
I thought it was fun.
Oh, yeah, no, that's awesome. You love those uncomfortable moments, though, right?
I like it, yeah. Like with stand-up, if I bomb, I really, really like that.
Yeah?
Yeah. Do you ever get like that?
Oh, yeah, all the time. Every night here. Yeah, but it doesn't, but you like the idea of getting when the audience gets angry at a joke, say?
Yeah, well, when they get angry, I think it's really funny, especially if, what's funny is like all you're really doing is getting up there trying to make people laugh, you know?
Uh-huh.
You try to make people happy,
Yeah.
but all you're doing is failing at it. There's no reason for them to hate your guts.
Right.
You know? And, but they just really hate you as bad as possible, you know?
What was the craziest example of, I mean, how many years have you been doing stand-up comedy for now, first of all?
I don't know, 20 years.
How old were you when you started doing it?
I started late. I started like when I was like 25. And I just started early.
Hello, you're on the air.
Hello?
Hey, you're on the air right now with Norm Macdonald. Where are you calling from?
Calling from California, from Sonoma County.
Awesome. Do you have a question?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask Norm about, I saw this interview on Howard Stern a long time ago, and
I know what he's gonna say.
he brought this.
You don't want to talk to this guy?
No!
We don't have to talk to this guy. No, I mean, we don't have to go there. You were like, oh, I know what he's going to say. What was he going to say? No,
I don't want to say.
No, we don't have to talk. We don't have to talk
thing.
about. No, we're on there. We got guys from Virginia here that we can talk to here. These guys are awesome. Check these guys out. How you guys doing?
Oh, that's cool.
We did a shot of Jägermeister with these guys last night, actually.
You did a show what?
We did a shot of Jägermeister.
Oh, yeah.
Do you drink alcohol?
No, I saw you. It was hilarious on the Tonight Show.
They have the Jägermeister out there. I'll do a shot if you want to get the Jägermeister. How you guys doing?
We're doing good.
Yeah? Now, what's going on out in Virginia tonight?
It was snowing earlier, and Bob came out, and I talked to you earlier. We made it out. I wore a tie.
You made him wear a tie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I told John to wear a tie yesterday for the show tonight. That's nice. You got dressed up.
And Tom's not wearing one.
No, I'm not even wearing. Well, because I didn't want to overdress.
We already poured, and we were ready to do one anyway.
Yeah. I'm getting my Jägermeister right now. Okay. Now, what did you guys do? This is.
Are they at their house? Or are they at a bar?
Norm, we just figured out how to do this thing with the computer. You want to do a shot or no? No.
Sure, I'll do a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the laugh when people.
Yeah, we'll do a shot of Jägermeister
do a
here with
shot.
you guys.
The
You guys want to do a shot of Jägermeister with me and Norm Macdonald?
Yes, that would be awesome.
Live on the internet?
Are these guys are at their house, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you can ask them anything. They're in their basement. Now, you're in Virginia. Anyone else upstairs in the house?
Oh, yeah, my wife's upstairs. She's already asleep, though.
Oh, okay.
You look. One of them looks real drunk.
Check out the fireplace.
How drunk are you guys right now? You guys wasted?
We're getting there.
The guy without the beard looks like he can't hold the booze as well as the other guy. Right?
Awesome, guys. You guys got a drink? Cheers.
Why is yours bigger?
Well, you
You're a man?
You didn't bring us. You want the bigger one?
No, it's not right, man.
Cheers.
This is hilarious.
Beautiful.
Awesome. Not only
That's good booze.
that is good booze. Jägermeister is good booze. Not only are there no regulations here on the internet, but we can actually do, I think that might be the first ever online video conference celebrity fan mutual shot, live shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's amazing. Now that you say it, you can do firsts on this all the time.
I like that Erica in Cincinnati, Ohio. She's 19 years old. She's very funny. She broke her leg recently when she fell off the roof of her car, ghost riding the whip, where they got on top of the car with nobody in it and fell off the top, doing some sort of like crazy, outrageous videos, hijinks. Erica, we're calling Erica right now, but she's not answering. This thing's not working tonight, Bill.
Like she was doing a video for YouTube?
Bill Snitzer's here. Bill Snitzer's from Washington, D.C., Virginia area. Bill Snitzer, we met on the internet. He flew down here. He works here at the channel now. He comes here to my house every day at 10 a.m. in the morning. And we put video. Erica, can you hear us? He built this Skype system for us yesterday. We've only been doing this for 2 days. And he's working really hard. And Bill's mother was here last week, and your father's been down, and he's a really, really smart guy. Bill Snitzer, let's have a hand for Bill.
Yeah, Billy.
He's doing a lot of stuff here, putting this all together. This has been awesome.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. That's amazing how time flies when you're drinking booze.
On that note, Norm, thank you so much.
Oh, it's fun, man.
For coming down to my little
really
show
fun.
here in my living room.
This is so cool.
I'm just so excited to have had you here. Ottawa.
Yeah.
It's proud to be Canadian, proud to be from Ottawa. Here we're with with Ottawa's greatest living legend, Norm Macdonald. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Tommy.
Cheers. We'll
Next
see you
time.
tomorrow night at 11 o'clock Eastern. Good night.
Club action. What? Get your ass on the floor. Get your ass on the floor. Club action. I said get your ass on the floor. What?
Thank you for watching another episode of Webovision here on youtube.com/Tom Green. I appreciate you being here, and thank you, Norm Macdonald. You've always been so gracious with your time. I appreciate you having come up and done some web streaming with me over the years. You can watch Norm today on Instagram and Twitter. He's always full of outrageousness and hilarity on there. And thank you for watching. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel and tell your friends to do the same. You can also subscribe to the Tom Green Podcast, which is coming back with video, and we're doing daily shows starting now. So please check that out. Available anywhere you get podcasts. Love having you here. Love you guys. Thanks for being here. I'm going to keep giving you new content as long as you keep watching, and we'll see you soon, okay? Bye.